Hi everybody, this is Vickie from Green Sewing and Vacuum, and it is cuddle time. I mean, we've got some fun cuddle stuff. I mean, check it out. You know, Jackie and I did this a couple weekends ago. I mean, it's just so, and they kept telling me not to be petting myself, but sorry, petting myself because it's just so soft and cuddly. So this is actually, sit and stay, Jerome. This is actually a capelet pattern that I found through McCall's, which I thought would just be kind of fun because of this long fur. I mean, wouldn't this be awesome for a winter wedding or, I don't know if schools still do things, kind of in the winter for dances or anything like that, but just so cute. And actually, while we were making it, one of our customers, Kim, had come in and she thought this would be great to do something like this for her granddaughters for Christmas. But isn't it cute? I mean, it really is. And it's warm. Let me tell you, it is warm. But it is lined, excuse me. It's also a little hairy. But it's lined. And then what we did is we added a bow to it because it didn't have any kind of a closure on it. We had thought about maybe trying to do a hook and eye or something like that just to hold it, but we didn't have one big enough. So we just took the same fabric that we lined it with and put a bow on it. So just really cute, could be great fun for a granddaughter, for a high school dance, or if you're getting married in the winter, just a nice little wrap. It's just fun. So anyway, had to show you that. And then, and it is warm. And then we took, so here's another Yeti that Raina made up for us. And she used the Yeti Cuddle, or excuse me, I got Yeti on the brain now. She used the Gnome Cuddle for the main body of our little guys. So it's got the Cuddle Gnome, the Cuddle 3 for the red for the hat, the black for the legs, and she put buffalo plaid on his bum here. And then using that same fur, which I told you the last time we were on, that we have some of the fur cut into pieces for you. So this is the same fur that the little capelet's made out of. But Jerome with his awesome beard, he's just a cutie. And then she did the little rosette cuddle for his mittens. And so he has little fluffy mittens on. So that's Mr. Jerome. And now sit. Okay. So then Jackie made, this is Charlie, which is by Children's Corner Patterns. And it's a little romper. And isn't this adorable? I mean, it's just so cute. It's got little buttonholes in the back, and it's got the little snap crotch for the diaper change. She did do the wave stitch and inserted the wave stitch on the edge of the collar, so it's got a little accent on that collar. But isn't that a cutie? And even the little cuffs, they've been piped on there. It's just so cute. And the pattern runs from 3 months to the size 3. So pretty good range of size. And she said that this was the 12th month that she made. But I just think it turned out so cute. It's actually their patterns are really cool. They're very finely finished. And so you have to come in to see this one because it is adorable. So there's that. And then she also got Summer Glory finished. So I don't know if I can get, I think we've got most of it there. So she got Summer Glory all finished up. I think it just turned out beautiful. I mean, this is some major intense stitching. There is a lot of stitching, a lot of thread in this, just heavy duty design shadings. I mean, look at, see if I can get close up on those flags. I mean, they are the shadowing on those. It's just beautiful. And the flowers, the geraniums, and I think those are lilacs. And then the basket, check the shading on the watering can. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I mean, this is beautiful. It's definitely one of those things that you want to come in to see because I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. She brought it in this morning. She worked yesterday getting the binding on so that I would have it to show to you guys tonight. But it's just gorgeous. You really need to come in and see this. So, and then last weekend, this is a built-in design. And I don't know how many of you ever really go through the built-ins on your embroidery machine. There are so many things in there, just some beautiful, beautiful designs that we just kind of forget about because we'll get some of the others. But this is a beautiful Christmas tree design that's built into the Altair. I checked, it is in the Solaris also. I honestly did not check the other machines on the floor, so I don't know how far down this goes. But, and this is stitched on some of our wonderful Riley Blake flannel. So it's both flannel, the cream is flannel, and then also the backing is flannel. So the whole thing is done up in flannel and just beautiful, deep dark colors in the greens and the reds and the pine cones with their gold highlights and just a gorgeous, gorgeous design. I think it's so pretty like that. And then last but not least, I did a couple weekends ago, I told you the last time we got together, I mentioned the new flannels that we had come in from Riley Blake. So what I did is I dug up an old tried and true pattern. Many of you that have been around quilting for a while will recognize Yellow Brick Road. You may even have it in your stash. But this is using 12 fat quarters on the flannel. I did the lap size. I did adjust the border requirements because they put a larger border on it and then it would not have fit one drop of Cuddle because I backed it with Cuddle. And so I adjusted a little bit so that it would work. But this is actually the lap size, and this thing it's about 2 yards long and probably about 50 some inches wide. And we backed it with the Yummy Everglade Cuddle. And it is so soft. I mean, fall and winter are coming. And I mean, this is just, and it's pretty beefy. It weighs quite a bit. I did not bat it, but I did stitch in the ditch in between the blocks just to get it to hold. And then I just wrapped the leftover around to the front. And so basically have about 1.5 to 2 inches of the Cuddle all the way around. And I mean, it's just yummy. So when you guys show up this winter in the shop and I have this wrapped around me, I mean, this is my colors. This is my house. This is mine. And I love it. I love it. It was Tina's idea actually to put the Cuddle on the back because I was just going to use flannel like normal. And she suggested Cuddle. So then when I was making it at home, I said, yeah, Cuddle, let's do it. So Tina and I got together on Sunday and put it on this weekend here at the shop. And super simple, just by stitching in the ditch around those blocks and then wrapping it up and just use the serpentine stitch around the edge to tack it down. So, but it's yummy. It is really yummy. So those are the things that I have to show that we've been doing. And so I didn't really know too much of what I was going to show you guys tonight. But then I had a request from Carrie about stitching out your name. And that, she says, I heard that it can be done. How do you do it? So I went ahead and I had her sign a piece of paper and I showed her how to do it. Well, obviously, I didn't keep Carrie's signature, so I asked Ashley to sign today. So I'm just going to sit down real quick. It's not you know, real simple. I'm not going to be doing any stitching out. I'm just going to show you some things that you can do. So Ashley signed just a white piece of paper with a black Sharpie. And so she did it, you know, and we can rearrange it however we want it in the machine. So you're going to put that on your scanning bed. The scanning bed, of course, comes with the green magnets. It comes with 6. I generally just use the 4 to hold it down. Remember, for those of you that have it, don't cover up this black and white strip at the top, because this is what the machine reads so that it knows that we're scanning something on this. So I'm going to pop this in the machine and just show you a couple of things that you're going to want to do with it. Okay, so the first thing is you've got it on the scanning bed, so you're just going to put it in the machine. I'm going to go back into IQ Designer, and you're going to hit your little flower, and we're going to do a line design. So you just tap on your line design and scan, and okay. So now your scanning bed is going to move. So it's just going to read what's on the bed. You know, so you could put a signature on the top of a Christmas stocking. You could make your own quilt labels. I mean, just all kinds of things that you can do with these. So once it's finished scanning, so now it's just recognizing that design, and there it is. So the first thing is you're going to take the arrows, because you want to crop this and get rid of the green magnets. So I'm just going to bring this up and get it close to her name. Okay, in both directions here. And it doesn't matter how close you get or anything. I just kind of like to get it just about like that. Okay. Now down here, right now, it's telling me that it wants to stitch this out in a zigzag. Well, I obviously don't want it that wide, so I can change it here, or I can change it later, but I might as well go ahead and change it here since it's right here. So I'll tap on this, and I'm going to change it to a triple stitch and say okay. Then I'll just say okay here. And now if I was doing something really complicated, I could change my grayscale detection, but I don't need to, because this is a very clean design that we did. There's nothing in the background. So I'll say set, and everything looks good. So I'm going to say next. Now at this point, you can see, because Ashley printed her name, there's actually just a red box around the final E. So if I make any changes to this stitch length or the run pitch over here, it's only going to make it to that E. Everything else would remain the same. So when I want to change it, I want to change everything on her name. So I'm going to come up here to these little links, and I'm going to tap the links. Now you can see that there's a red box out of all of the letters. Every letter has a red box. So whatever changes I make are going to be made to all of the letters. So I'm just going to lengthen this a little bit, the stitch length a little bit, and just say okay and set. And so it's asking me, do you think you might want to save this before you convert it to an embroidery pattern? If I had really done a lot of work cleaning something up, changing a lot of things on this, then yes, I would go back and I'd say, oh yeah, I better save that so that I can play with it again. But at this point, I don't need to do that tonight. So I'm just going to say, okay, and it's changed it. It's now an embroidery. So I look at it and I go, I want to play with it. I need to add some stuff to it. First thing though, I'm in a mood to rotate it. So I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees. And there it is. So when she was here earlier, I went over here to add. And I said, let's just add something to it. So we went into the exclusive designs that we have here. And she says, oh, I really like the dragon. So I brought up the dragon for her and hit set. And so obviously her name has disappeared. It's under there. So what I want to do is, because the red box is around the dragon, that's what we're focused on right now. But I need to go back to her name, so I can go down here to these select keys. And now you can just barely see it, but there's a red box around her name, which means I can move. Whoops, I didn't. There we go. So there it is. Come on, behave. All right, so we'll go that way. And we're going to move it down and over. And there's Ashley's dragon. So we could, at this point, we could add, we could go in and add dates to it. We could add anything to it. We could go in and add another design to it if we wanted to. You know, Ashley Hearts Dragons or something like that. We could do all kinds of fun things with it and add to it. So once you get it to where you want it, then you're just going to hit your embroidery and it's ready to embroider out. And this would take 23 minutes to embroider out because of that dragon. But super simple. You know, I don't think it could get much simpler than that. I know that for some of you that don't have, you know, you don't have the Solaris, but you have anything that has the scanning bed, you can do that too. You just have to look for those, the icons on the machine so that you can do it. And just remember, play with the machine. There's all kinds of things that you can do to it. But just think, you could take those, you could put borders around them, make quilt labels. You could put, you know, with love from, I don't make anything for anybody, it's for myself. So Vickie loves herself. But anyway, with love, Aunt Vickie, something like that. Anything that you'd want to put on there. Maybe your date, put the date that you've completed the project. And the thing is if you really like something that you've done, don't forget to put it to your memory. Put it in the memory on either the machine or on a USB stick. And then if you do it right, then you could always just put it in and then bring in a different date or something like that. So you don't have to reinvent that label every single time. It's right there. If you get a label designed that you really like, then that's the way to go. It's just that simple to do. You just want to remember to use that triple stitch because that really does show up a lot better. I have done them with a small zigzag, but I didn't really like how it turned out. So, you know, just kind of play with the things that you want. You could, like if you have like I have 2 eyes in my name, I could always put, instead of dotting my eyes, I could put little hearts over the eyes, or, you know, you can just change all kinds of things. So remember, look at your machine, see the things that are in there and play with them some. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was pretty quick and simple. But we've got some fun stuff for you to come in and see. So I'm assuming we have no questions. So
wow, adorable.
A wow and adorable.
Barb is asking what are all the wool squares for. She sees them in the background.
Those are not wool squares. Those are flannel fat quarters. So yeah, that behind me, those are the flannel fat quarters that we cut. Come on, little Jerome, move your body over. Those are the flannel fat quarters that we cut because of me making the Yellow Brick Road quilt. So we have flannel fat quarters. So, okay, Barb, anything else? So everybody's okay? Little Jerome here. I like my little Jerome. Isn't he cute? Yeah. I think everybody needs a Jerome for Christmas. So I like him. Is that it, guys? Nothing else?
Looks like it.
Okay, everybody. So, by the way, it's my birthday Saturday. I'm not working. Bye, everybody. See you later. Take care. Thanks. Okay.